Patty, and I'm here to do a yoga practice with you that incorporates weights, so I hope you enjoy it. We're going to get started by just warming up our neck and shoulders a bit. So sit up nice and tall and sit forward in your chair so that you begin to notice some engagement in your core. Hands rest gently on your thighs as you roll the shoulders back, and just feel the elegance of the spine as the crown of the head reaches toward the sky. Let's take a full breath in. And as you exhale through the nose, just turn the head gently over the right shoulder as you allow the eyes to float over the right shoulder as well. So your neck will follow your eyes, so you get a little bit more movement in your neck. And then take another breath in here. As you exhale, bring the head back to center. Inhale. And exhale, take the head over the left shoulder. Again, taking your eyes over the shoulder. Letting the neck follow the eyes. And as you're ready, bring that head back to center. Gently lower the chin in the direction of the chest and sweep your chin over towards that right shoulder. If you have no issues or injuries with your neck, take that right hand and bring it to the left side of your head. Create a little resistance, nothing dramatic, just a little resistance as you invite a lengthening in that left side of your neck. Reach the right fingertips down towards the earth and allow gravity to create more space between the earlobe and the shoulder. Full breath in, full breath out. Releasing tension, allowing stress to dissipate. One more full breath in, full breath out. Release the hands back to the thighs as you sweep your chin back to the chest and gently lift the head up. Turn the head side to side. Release any tension that may have developed. And then coming back to center, get the spine long and tall again and lower the chin toward the chest. Sweep the chin in the direction of the left shoulder. Take your left fingertips and place them on the right side of your head. And without pulling or tugging, just gently allow and invite a little lengthening from that right side of the neck. Lower the right fingertips down toward the earth and allow gravity again to create more length in that right side of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay here as long as it feels good for you. And bringing the hands back to the thighs, sweep the chin back towards the chest and lift the head up. Get some shoulder rolls in. Start with some movement, maybe shake the hands out. And then take the shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back and down. Here we're just paying attention to what we notice about the back body and the shoulders. Connecting with the breath, breathing in as the shoulders rise up towards the ears and exhale back down. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Bring those fingertips onto your shoulders and point the elbows forward. Stretch the elbows forward as if you're trying to push a button with your elbows. As you soften the shoulders down, draw the elbows in the direction of each other and feel the stretch across the back of the shoulders. Lower the chin to the chest and round your back body. Feel the stretch all the way down the spine. This is your cat pose today. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine back up, open the elbows wide, and draw the elbows in the direction of each other as you lift up through the heart space. Take the eye gaze no higher than the seam of the ceiling and the wall. This is your cow pose. Now we'll connect with the breath and exhale into cat. Elbows draw in the direction of each other, chin to the chest, round your back body. And as you inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, open the chest, elbows draw toward each other. Let's do that just a couple more times. Exhaling into cat, elbows drawing toward each other, rounding the spine. And inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, elbows come toward each other. And one more time, just because this feels so good on the back. This is something you should be doing every day to keep your spine flexible and the heart open. Bring your spine to neutral and reach the arms out to the side. Curl the fingertips in, and from the top of the shoulder with slightly bent elbows, rotate the shoulders forward and then take them back again. Just as if you are opening a great big door. Feel that movement in the shoulders. Couple more times, as feels good in your body. Notice if you feel any tension in the back of the neck. Just breathe through it and give yourself plenty of time, plenty of rest. Lower the arms back down, shake the arms out. Do what you need to settle into this next pose. Now turn the palms up and reach the arms up overhead to your level of comfort, bringing the upper arms in line with the ears. Find that stretch. Palms are facing each other, and we're creating some length in the spine here. Full breath in. As you exhale, lower the left hand down. Root down through that right side, the foot, the sit bone, as you reach tall with the right, and crescent over toward the left. Feel the space between the hip and the rib, pit and fingertips get longer. Then turn the torso toward the earth to stretch across the back of the ribs. Keep your crescent as you turn back to forward. Reach both arms up overhead, lengthen, and lower that right hand down, rooting down through now the left side, crescent toward the right. Breathing in and breathing out. No hurry, nowhere else we need to be, just creating some space. Bring both hands up overhead, palms together, and lower the hands down to the heart. Crisscross the hands over top of each other and lift the elbows up. Draw the belly in and up, and lengthen the spine as you gently twist toward the left. Keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders and the nose in line with the breastbone, twisting from the upper spine, the middle spine. If you have lower back pain, allow that right knee to come forward a little bit. Don't torque the lower spine. And then come back to center and go the other direction. Again, that left knee can come forward if it needs to, just to keep the tension out of the lower lumbar spine. And back to center again and lower the hands down. Walk your feet out a bit, press your hands into the thighs, draw the belly in and up. You're going to hinge from the hip crease and come to a forward fold. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, you don't go any further than 45 degrees. Doing strengthening poses is so good for your bones and something that's necessary for treating low bone density. So you can actually build bone cells by using a little bit of extra weight. And hinge forward again. Good. And lift back up. We're going to use that forward fold now to turn toward our weights. As we hinge forward, bear our weight on our forearm and pick up one weight at a time. That's the safest way to pick those weights up. Lift back up, turn back to center, so you never want to lean to the side and pick your weights up. We're going to start by working the more vulnerable parts of our body with osteoporosis or osteopenia and build some strength in the wrist. So we're going to take that left hand and cross it over our right wrist and simply lift and lower the weight using the strength of our muscles in that wrist to lift and lower, lift and lower. Now you can do this video twice and get 2 sets in, or you can stop the video and do a second set, whatever you like to do. You can even build up to 3 sets. I usually do 8 to 10 of each repetitions, but you can start with 3, 4, or 5, whatever works for you. And then turn your hand as if you're going to pound your fist on a table and lift and lower from that direction. Keeping the wrist strong and building bones will help to protect the wrist. God forbid you should begin to fall and reach your arms out to protect yourself, which is, just kind of an intuitive thing to do, but not always the best thing for your wrist. All right, shake that out, make some circles with the wrist, and let's go to the other side. Anytime you're doing weights and you start to feel crampy in your hands or your wrists, just stop and stretch the fingers out. You know all the hand exercises. Give yourself grace, take your time. You didn't lose your strength all at once, so you're not going to regain your strength all at once either. But you do get a good bang for your buck in a good period of time. You don't have to wait forever to start to see the results. You'll start to see the results within a couple of weeks. All right, turn the wrist and do the hammer. The fist press onto the table, or as if you're hammering. Maybe you're not supposed to hammer this way, I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to keep your wrist stable. Shows that I know about hammering. All right. Now let's pick up the weights and turn the palms facing forward. We're going to work our biceps, which is our upper arm. So don't have a death grip on those weights, but as you bring the fingertips up toward the shoulder, just keep a light grip on the weights. But I do want you to take your awareness to your upper arm muscle and squeeze it as you get to the top And then find that nice length as you lower the hands down. Squeezing and releasing. Connecting with your breath. Taking your time. Slow is a good thing to do with weights. You want to keep your elbows pretty much locked into your side body so that you can more isolate the bicep muscle. Now we're just going to come halfway down. Keep a little bit of tension in that bicep. So just coming halfway down and bringing those fingertips back up. All right. Again, squeezing the bicep as you bring the arms, fingertips up to the shoulder. And then this next time we're going to take the arms all the way down and only come halfway up. So this just helps our body to learn different ways of using the muscle, and it'll be there for us when we need it, doing different things with our arms, carrying groceries, picking up grandchildren, doing our gardening, whatever it is that you love to do. We want to be able to do it for as long as possible. Okay, now roll the shoulders back and turn the palms away from you and hinge forward just a tiny bit, not even 45 degrees. And you're going to press your arms back behind you, draw them a little bit toward each other, and then release them back no further than the seam of your pants. So press back a little bit together and lower. I should have mentioned that you can do all of these exercises, except for the wrist ones, standing up. So if you prefer to stand, just kind of bend your knees, hinge forward a tiny bit, press the arms back together, and don't come any further than the seam of your pants. So we're pressing back, just a little gentle together, and back to no further than the seam of your pants. Trying to maintain a little bit of tension and integrity in those back of the arm tricep muscle, and then press, take the arms back and press back 8 times. Keep the tension out of the neck, keep the neck soft. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the arms down. Next we're going to work the back body. So we're going to keep the elbows bent and then just press the elbows back toward each other like we were doing at the beginning of practice. Stretch the arms forward, bend the elbows, and squeeze the shoulders together. Press forward. You don't have to go all the way straight, but keep them lower than the shoulders. Bend the elbows, draw the elbows toward each other. Feel that nice squeeze in the back body between the shoulder blades. Connecting with the breath. Good. Inhale as you reach forward. Exhale as you draw the elbows back together behind you. Nice. Okay, lower the arms down. Next we'll do what's I call 45. So your palms are facing each other, thumbs are up. You can always do everything just one at a time. So you take your arms at a 45-degree angle from your body and keep it a little bit lower than your shoulder. If you have any shoulder injury, you want to never take your arms all the way out to the side like a T, as you can kind of injure some of those delicate ligaments and tendons in there. All right, so you can do one at a time or both, depending on what works for you. All right, and let's do 3 more. 2 and 3. Good. You should start to feel a little heat building up in the shoulders. We're going to bring the arms to the shoulders and do just an overhead press, so a light grip on the weight, but don't let it fall out of your hand. Just reach the arm up overhead. You can do one at a time or both together. And again, if you're standing, you're going to get a little more bang for your buck because you're going to have to really engage that core as well. So make sure if you're standing, even sitting, you want to draw that belly in and up and keep your strong core to help support this lifting. You don't want to arch the back ever. 2 more. Good. And last one. All right, this next one's a little tricky. I'm going to take the arm up overhead and then take the arm out to the 45, thumb is up, and then I want you to go thumb down. But I want you to do that from the top of the shoulder, okay? And then thumb back up, back to the shoulder and reach up, back down, 45, thumb is up from the top of the shoulder joint, internally rotate, and then thumb presses back up. That's going to really work that rotator cuff. If you have rotator cuff injury, you're going to notice it here. And if your doctor has told you not to do this, or if you're feeling any pain, listen to your body. Pain is your body telling you, hey, I'm not ready for this yet. We need to make some adaptations here. All right, last one. Let's go to the other side. Arm goes up and back to the shoulder. Out to a 45, thumbs up. Rotate from the top of the shoulder joint and back up again. These you may have to build up to. Take your time, move mindfully and slowly. Don't push through pain, but just notice the strength building over time. If this feels like too much, this may be one where you want to grab a lighter weight. That's okay too. Let's do one more. Arm reaches up, back down to the shoulder, 45, thumb up, thumbs down from the top of that shoulder. Good, and lower the arm down. Roll those shoulders out. All right, hands, last one here. Take the hands to the shoulders, reach the arms up overhead. We're gonna bring the palms closer together, upper arms in line with the ear. We're gonna bend at the elbows, not hitting ourselves in the head with the weights. This is a tricep press. Do 3 tricep presses. So press up and back down. One more time, up and back down. Next time you take them up, spread the arms. Bend the elbows, draw the elbows toward each other for a row. Press the arms forward. Elbows press toward each other for a row. Good. All the way back up again. Palms together. Bend at the elbows, upper arm in line with the ear for tricep press. Bending the weights down toward the back of the neck and straight back up again. You can reduce to one weight if you need to, or just use your own body weight. Elbows bend at the side body, press toward each other, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Arms reach forward, squeeze. Arms reach forward and up. Palms together, upper arm in line with the ear, tricep press. 1 and 2, one more, and 3, arms up. Separate shoulder distance apart, come down by the side body, squeeze the shoulder blades together, elbows press in the direction of each other, fists come forward, and a little bit of row here again, forward, and lower the arms down. Okay. I lied, there is one more. We're gonna do goalpost. So bring your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Palms are facing each other. Palms face forward. Palms face each other and palms face forward. The more you're able to take your arms back and elbows in the direction of each other, squeezing those shoulder blades together, you'll get a little extra bang for your buck as you work that rhomboid and mid-trapezius in the back body. Who knew that doing all these arm exercises could work your back body as well? Let's do one more. Good. And lower the arms down. I'm going to turn toward the placement of where we're going to put them on the floor and lower the weights back down and pick up your strap. Okay? Now this you may be more comfortable wearing your shoes. So if you do this and it hurts your feet, then just wear your shoes, okay? You don't have to take your shoes off for this practice. We're gonna place the strap under our feet and crisscross the strap between the knees. I'm gonna hold it so that my thumbs are up because I have arthritis in my thumbs and it just feels better. I'm gonna give it a squeeze and bring the hands over toward my hips. Lifting that left foot up, bring it out to the side and back. I picked the wrong strap because this thing, I can barely move it. So that is a lesson to you. If it's too much, then just lower the hands down so you don't have quite as much to pull against, to resist against. And know that the straps have different pounds per square inch. And this one was on the top of the pile. All right, so we're just lifting that strap up. We're lifting the foot up, taking it out to the side and coming back. This works the abductors. Lift that foot up, take it out to the side and back. Lift it up, out, and back. Good. Uncross the strap and lift your heels up. Wrap the thighs like your thighs are a present and give it a little tug. Keep the feet together and then take the knees apart. And this is working again. The abductors, abductors. Try not to let the legs spring back into place as you resist them springing back. That'll work your adductors a bit too. And then when you're ready, just march the feet up, working the hip flexors a bit. Nice and slow. If you pull down on the strap, you'll create a little bit more resistance. You can slow it down, hold the foot up even a little bit longer. Good. All right. And then we're going to do 2 exercises to strengthen the pelvic floor. And the first one uses the strap as we create a little bit of resistance. Bring the heels together. All right, a little resistance with the strap. The heels press together. All right, and the legs are pressing into the strap. So your heels are at a Mary Poppins. So the feet go to a 45 degrees. The heels are connected, and the heels are pressing into each other as you press the thighs into the strap and create resistance. So hold that for 10 seconds and then rest for 10 seconds. These are by Marcia Holm, and these are called Beyond Kegel exercises that help to build strength in the pelvic floor without you having to know how to do Kegels. Take your feet back out to a 45, put a little resistance around the thighs, open the thighs into the strap and press the heels together. Hold it for 10 seconds if you can. Build up to it if you need to. And then release and rest for 10 seconds. Resting is as important in this pose as the actual engagement. Take the feet one more time into Mary Poppins. Give a little tug on the strap as the knees open and press into the strap, creating resistance, and then press the heels toward each other. This is a lot going on here, but this really works the pelvic floor muscles. Keep the core engaged as well. Keep the spine long and tall. And then bring the feet back together. I'm going to try to build up to about 10 repetitions of that. I'm going to turn toward my next device, which is the other Beyond Kegel exercise. And this one is squeezing. So we're going to work the adductors. This time we're going to turn the toes in toward each other, squeeze the block, and lift the heels up. So we're squeezing as we lift the heels, toes are turned pigeon, knees are stacked over the ankles. So we're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. The pelvic floor is working to assist with this squeezing. And then we hold it for 10 seconds and release. All right, squeeze the block or the pillow or the ball. Lift the heels up, toes are turned in toward the pigeon, and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Just hold it for about 10 seconds. The pelvic floor are the muscles you need to maintain continence so you're not peeing yourself when you sneeze or cough, or sometimes when you just stand up, right? Craziest thing ever. But this makes all the difference in the world. All right, turn the toes in, lift the heels, squeeze, 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 squeeze. I'm going to show you one more when we stand up. But you do these, build up to 4 sets of 10 on each of these, and then the one other that I do, and you'll start to notice some difference with your, if you have any issues with incontinence or just frequency as well. All right. We're going to lower that down. We're going to come to a stand in a methodical way. We're going to do sit-stand to build strength in the quad. So take your feet a little behind your knees. We're going to do it hands onto the thighs, hinge forward, press the feet into the earth and get light on your buttocks. Notice if there's anything that causes you pain or you feel concerned about balance, then just do the as if. This is as if I'm going to stand. If you feel safe to stand, then continue to hinge forward as you come to the stand. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet, sink the hips, and sit back down. You can then keep the hands on the thighs and press the hands into the thighs or the side of the chair, or you can take your arms out to the side. So we hinge forward, press the feet into the earth, use the strength of the quads to lift up. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet, send the sitting bones back. Another way you can do it is arms forward. Hinge forward, press the feet into the earth, keep that core strong. Shift the weight to the heels of your feet, sit down without a plop. Some people like the scoop. They scoop themselves up. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet and sit back down. Please do a couple more of those while I adjust the video for standing postures. You will need your weights for this. We'll pick the weights up mindfully. Okay, so whenever you're using weights, you want to make sure that core stays really, really strong. And we're going to start by doing what I promised you, the last pelvic floor exercise. So take your feet to goddess stance, or about mat's distance apart, with your feet at a 45-degree angle. The breathing with this one is a little bit different in that you're going to inhale as you bend the knees, tracking the knees over the feet. Allow the pelvic floor to release as if you're passing gas or urine. And then as you exhale, squeeze all that in and up as if you're trying to hold it, as you squeeze the glutes as well. Inhale, releasing, blooming like a flower. Exhale, squeezing everything together. Inhale, release and relax. Exhale, squeeze, squeezing the glutes as well. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Two more. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Bring the arms up to goal post and come to your goddess. Hold it here for a breath, and then bring elbows together. Open them out to the side, lift that heart. Two more. Feeling the strength of the legs, the strength of the arms. Good. Reach the arms up overhead, straighten the knees, and lower the arms back down. Take your stance a little bit wider. Take your left toes, turn them 45 degrees to the front edge of the mat, kick the left heel back, and turn the collarbones to face the front of the room. Full breath in here, and as you exhale, a gentle bend to the front knee, stacking the knee over the ankle and using your abductors to open up that inner thigh. Hands come to the heart space. And then we're going to reach out to the 45, not the whole T, not the normal warrior, but the 45s. Hold here. Hold for another breath. Good. Lower the arms down, straighten the knee. And then come back to the 45s with the bent knee. Good. Let's do three more. Inhale to 45, knee is bent. Exhale, straighten, lower the arms down. Two more. Inhale. And exhale, lowering the arms. Inhale, 45. Keep the arms a little lower than the shoulders. And exhale. Turn the feet the other direction. Right toes go to the front of the mat. Left heel kicks back. Collarbones face forward. Gentle bend to the front knee. Full breath in. Arms come to 45. Hold it. Hold it for two more breaths. Feel the strength. Really engage the muscles of your arms. Feel the strength holding those weights up. Lower the arms, straighten the knee. Inhale, arms up, knee bends. Exhale, arms down, knee is straight. Inhale, and exhale, 2 more. Inhale, and exhale, last one. Inhale, and exhale, good. Turn the toes facing forward, squiggle them in, march the feet out. And just warrior pose. Gonna step the right foot forward, the left foot goes back at a 45-degree angle. Hips face forward if that works for your knee. Take a bend to the front knee. Simply gonna do bicep curls here. So here we're getting our second set of bicep, triceps, and deltoids in. If you do this video twice, you'll have then had 4 sets of each. Squeezing the bicep as you bring the fingertips to the shoulder, but keeping in mind the legs as well. You want to squeeze that back glute, really keep the legs strong. Let's do 3 more, slow and methodical, using your mindfulness. Good, last one. Nice. Come on the ball of that back toe and step the back foot forward. And let's step the other foot back. Nice wide stance, collarbones face forward if that's okay with the knee. This time we're going to hinge forward just a bit as we roll the shoulders back and come to our tricep press. Palms are facing back, and we're pressing the arms back a little bit together and back to this, no further than the seam of the pants. Press back, slightly together and lower. Back, slightly together and lower. Good. Keep on with this, nice and slow. And 3 more. Last one. Hold it back here and press back 8 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Up on the ball of that back foot. Step the back foot forward. Shake everything out. Nice. Okay, we're going to come down onto our mat, whatever way is easiest for you, holding on to your weights. We're going to do what I call tree hugger. So the elbows are down on the earth, the palms are facing each other, and you're simply going to keep the elbows soft as you bring the palms, the knuckles facing each other, but not over your face, more over your chest. And then take the elbows back down again, not quite touching the floor, but you might feel your hairs grazing. Coming back up, hug that big tree, and then lower the arms back down. If you have lower back pain, when I had my back surgery, I did all of my upper arm exercises in this position. And it actually felt really good. All right, let's do 3 more. Again, keeping the engagement in the muscles. 2 and 1 more. Nice, good. Now bring the weights onto your hip points and coming into a bridge pose. If you have lower back issues or you want to try this first, or bridge is challenging enough for you, you don't have to add the extra weight. Or if you really need the backs of your arms to help press you up, make sure your head's not on too many pillows. You don't want your chin in the direction of your chest. But you're simply going to bear more weight on the heels of the feet as you lengthen your tailbone towards your heels and then lift the hips up. This little bit of extra weight may be noticeable to you, may not be. And you can hold it for a breath or 2, or if you prefer to be more dynamic, you can lift and lower the hips. You don't need to go up real high. Try to keep the glutes soft. We're going to bring more strength into the hamstrings and strengthen the hamstrings this way. Our hamstrings are often overstretched and they don't get strengthened enough. So let's do 3 more. Good. And then lower the weights back down. Roll over onto your side and then come up to a seated position. Just want to stretch out a little bit our upper body. So reach the right arm forward, palm faces up, plug the head of the arm bone into the shoulder, fingertips onto the shoulder, and lift the elbow up as you walk your fingers back. You can either frame your face or just keep pressing the elbow up toward the sky with your other hand, whatever feels best for you. Nice stretch in the tricep. Good. Let's go to the other side. Left arm, palm faces up, plug the head of the arm bone in, fingertips to the shoulders. Press the elbow up toward the sky as if fingers walk down the back. Frame the face or don't. Find that stretch in the tricep. Some people may even like to tip over to the side just a little bit. You really enhance that tricep stretch. Doesn't take a lot of tipping. And come back to center. Lower the arm down. Take that right arm again, soften the shoulder down, cross it over your body, and then use your other hand to just gently draw it toward the chest, stretching across the deltoid. And then extend the left arm, soften the shoulder, cross it over the chest, and press it into the chest. The trick here is to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Good, and then just shake everything out. Hands together. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like to do this again, just press repeat and you'll get 2 sets in. Namaste.